Hi everyone, I am reviewing a wholesome game which you will like it. This is my first time doing a review. Sorry if I made any mistake in advance. Today we are diving into Arknights, the tower defense gacha game that makes you feel smart, broke and emotionally unstable, all at the same time. I started this game to have fun and to collect cool beautiful characters. But now I am calculating LMD cost like I am feeling taxes. Arknights' lore is wild, a totally cheerful world where disease feels superpower, and being cured is just a one from destiny. Here the doctor gets to lead a merry band of operatives who is full of friendly factions with a heart-pumping politics with casual explosions. It's basically a vacation with strategy where saving lives, developing relationships, and occasionally nuking your enemies is all part of this wholesome journey. There are 15 wholesome main chapters. There is also side stories in record restoration section. Basically previous events rerun so you can suffer in HD again. Unlike other gacha, you won't miss any side stories. You can get few welfare operators from these events. This is useful for newbies who have missed it before. By the way, we get welfare units which are free, 6 stars and useful. Each event has its own mechanics, story and soundtrack that goes way harder than it needs to. Also, why every character either a walking tragedy or a fashion model? So, Arknights looks like a chill tower defense game at first. You deploy your operators on a grid, block enemies and try not to lose your sanity both in-game and real world. Just use Surther S3 and laugh. Yeah, thanks. Me with Midnight having a deep philosophical meltdown. No big deal. Those were the days when we didn't have skip button in Annihilation. Those were history. Now it is a 180-degree flip. Newbies are lucky how much game has improved to become the best. I won't go in depth. There are 8 main classes in Arknights. Vanguards for DP farming, guards for slicing, casters for melting armor, medics for holding your team together emotionally, defenders for suffering in silence. Every character has certain cost to deploy. It increases if you redeploy it again. Simple at first until stage 4 10 says hope you like drones, then you remember the existence of snipers. There is another class called specialist who will have unique ability like push, pull, fast redeploy, etc. Our goat Gravel was the most used operator to tank a hit or to divert the attack. Sadly, no one uses her now. No timer in any stages, you can pause and rethink the strategy. Unlike other gacha who uses HP inflation and timer as a tool to increase difficulty, here we face real working mechanics. Then there is boss fights with mechanics so complex I feel like I need a PowerPoint just to deploy correctly. The PPT name is Kyo, or for JP it's Oyuki. Also, who decided to make a power defense game where I need to understand geopolitics, history and or genome-based disease research? This game is built differently. Even if you are the best player of this game but you don't have any working brain cells, then you will struggle to clear. There are so many annoying stages which require a chess level of thinking. You need to know your operator very well. You may not know the periodic table, but you should remember every operator with their niches. You need to either understand mechanics or watch your step-by-step clear. It's the only game I have seen where Wales can't win. Let's talk about different modes in this game. Contingency control. In this event where everyone flexes their IQ, big tags like no hits, buff enemies or debuff yourself to increase the level of risk. Clear risk 600, you are genius. Clear risk 940, you are not human. Fun part is you can't see in max. And the bonus part is we will get mind blowing CCOs on every season. Now let's talk about best mode in this game, integrated strategies. It is a roguelike mode starts with 3 operators where you die in 15 minutes later. Rings and rebate. It is a mode that costs no sanity or any other resources to play, but has large amounts of one-time rewards including a few million LMDs. You will curse RNG, then thank RNG, then curse it again. IS is divided into themes, each of which has its own map, rewards, track, and storyline with different endings. IS2, the Phantom and Crimson Solitary, is one of the easiest to beat and is largely standalone in terms of story. IS5, Sarkaz Furnace Side Tales, is perhaps the easiest once you get your head around how to exploit its mechanics. But that may take a bit of time and it's heavily entwined with the game's main story in ways that you may encourage story-conscious players to do it later. IS3 Mizuki can be step up in difficulty. It's annoying for me. IS4 Expedition Jokula Marka is perhaps the hardest. IS is my favorite mode and all other gachas fail to copy it. To some extent, Elusive Rome was great, but they fumbled it hard. One day I will do a review on it, and just when I thought I understood everything, Arknights hit me with Reclamation algorithm system. It is even less friendly than IS. Each operator can equip different algorithm sets with unique bonuses. You can even mix and match parts for custom builds, and the grind for it's real. The scale of combat is just way larger than that of any other mode. Hundreds of enemies radio. In addition to standard tower defense, you have farming, hunting, and exploration maps. It's so good that I haven't touched this mode for a long time. Luckily, all these modes are permanent, so I can try whenever I feel. There's another mode where materials reset. Unlike other mode, it is stationary circuit service. It is for unlocking and upgrading models. It is divided into seasons of about 4 months, and the one-time rewards associated with each season's missions become permanently unavailable after the season ends. Completing all these missions shouldn't be too difficult unless you start playing in last several weeks of a season. Additionally, the cap on how many data supplements and instruments you can earn through playing this season, it resets 4 times per season. It's kinda a fun mode if you have built a lot of operators. It's not necessary to play this mode as rewards aren't huge. By the way, none of these modes give you gacha currencies. Between missions, you manage your base. It's like running a factory crossed with a drawn enemy. There is a control center in your office where you pretend you are in charge, which increases the trust of your operators. Power plant, where your sanity and power bills go. Trading ports and factories make LMD materials and depression. Dorms, where operators rest, gossip, and judge your furniture taste. So while you are out fighting terrorists, they are just chilling in Longe, probably judging your furniture choices. After 5 years, we can rest operators with one click. You assign operators to jobs like a workaholic. The base actually matters. It gives resource trust and that warm feeling of being a functional adult. Until you forget to refill morale and everyone quits. You can use whatever strategy or copy from others for efficient production of LMDs. You can farm EXP mats as well. Ultra Legends farm or unrums, which is a full currency by farming 1-7. It's not recommended for beginners. If you didn't know, base is out of beta. There is an office for recommend refresh. We get recommend permit like tickets where we used to get standard characters depending on combination of tags and time allocated for recommend to end. We can get a 6-star operator by using top tag for free. But obviously there is a catch. It's a very rare tag. One of the happiest moments in your Arknights journey. Reception room is where introverts pretend to socialize for daily credits. We get credits by obtaining clues which can be obtained through friends' donations. Don't worry if you are friendless. We get 1 clue per day by logging. Every day you open the door hoping for new clues, but it's always clue 1. again. You need 7 different clues to satisfy the condition, which will give 240. Anyways, most materials in the shop are useful only for newbies. Basically, it's Arknights version of LinkedIn. You collect clues from other players as well. Clue 1 to 7, they are different types. And once you complete the set, you get a friend credit payout. Yes, even economy here runs on friendship and paperwork. Kill mastery? Oh no, it's time get it unless you pay. It takes more than a day to mastery at max. If you are impatient, then you can open your wallet, it's worth it. Watching your favorite operator drop a nuke and deletes everything on the screen, which is absolute cinema. As materials for the mastery is expensive, some debate of having autoclear, but I don't mind as we have 6x clear. The real problem is the drop rate of materials. The true endgame of Arknights. Those evil material stages where drop rates are worse than gacha rates. Condolence to the people who didn't farm before the new patch. Best way to farm certain materials is through events. Luckily we have workshop to fuse materials. One thing which is most important is reading the operator's space talents. If you assign certain operators, then you can increase the production of LMD. Gold can give you certain types of clues and also can give you byproducts while fusing materials in the workshop. Leveling a operator is a full-time job. You need EXP cards, LMD, elite materials, chips and fusions. Then there is elite promotions, E1, E2, each one is massive grind. E2 unlocks new art and stronger stats, but it costs enough materials to bankrupt a small country. M3 then burst. But after farming for 4 hours, I am like M1 and 4. Still far easier than farming for RNG waves. The gacha system is brutal to be honest. Every pull feels like gambling for happiness. And doctors are either flexing their 3 ecstasy art or crying over pulling another tube of mountain. The gacha is pain disguised as hope. 2% rate up for a 6 star. That's decent, but no guarantee after losing 50%. That's a life lesson. You will roll 10 times and get a 5 star you didn't know existed. Then you will see a JP push with a Vault plus Exosia plus Virtuoso combo like hahaha lucky fool. Meanwhile, I am staring at my tube of Opianus. At least the BT system exists. There is a guarantee after losing everything around 150 page for a rate of character. So to get both rate of characters, you need just 300 pulls. But at least you got something shiny. Luckily gifts are worthless unless you are doing max risk CC, which also requires high IQ. I haven't spent a single penny in this game and done 300 pulls thrice to purchase limited characters like W, Neil Arthur, Spectre Arthur, and I think Chen Alt as well. So basically it's F2P if you don't pull in any random banners, as I have 288 characters out of 366. One day I will complete Sweet Symboling collection. There is enough amount of male characters to read, femboy, traps and even droppers with skins. They value all your dishes. While pulling, we can get gold and green certificates. We can buy a 6-star non-limited operator if you have 180 gold tickets. All the operators in the shop are rotated. I buy operators from it when I miss doing their debut. Most of the operators I use are bought from the shop like Thorns, Saria and recently Dread Altar. There is a new blue identity banner where it gives blue ticket instead. It's good for us, but it will be tricky for newbies as they need to roll 2 different banners. I recommend buying or getting lucky from a recommend permit rather than pulling in that banner. There is a website which tells in what certain combination of tags which type of operator you will get. The link is in description. You may be thinking how to get missed limited characters. You don't wanna know. The most broken operator is not visible or logos. It's Myrtle. You cannot deploy a character without DP. So who generates DP? It's Myrtle. By the way, she is a 4-star operator. Basically, power creep don't exist. Yes, it's a hot take, I know. until my thorn fails to clear the event state. I won't believe it. By the way, it's been 5 years since his debut and I still use him. There are modules which buffs old characters. Some are game breaking and some are useless, like Crown Slayer, and the voice acting is alive. Arknights support 4 languages, that is English, Japanese, Chinese and Korean. I noticed there is French for some operators. Every operator sounds like they could either save your life or ruin it. Sometimes both. Now let's talk about the art and music. Absolute chef's kiss. I have added all GCC OST and Karate EVs in my playlist. Every event looks like it was designed by someone who hasn't slept in 4 days but achieved enlightenment halfway through. And the music, it goes from peaceful enemy lofi to I am fighting God with a shovel in 2 seconds. One of my favorite things about Arknights is buying skins without paying a penny. If you are broke, this game is perfect for you. No other gacha does this, to give limited skin without any gacha or money. Just like that, our dailies and weeklies are so easy and quick. You can maintain the account easily even if you work for 12 hours per day. As for new updates, we will have event stages with different mechanics. Aside from clearing event story and challenge stages, we will sometimes have new modes of events. Vector Breakthrough, Travels of Navigator, Icebreaker games, or dual channel Green Grass Village. In Vector Breakthrough, you get buffs as you complete the mission. As you progress, more handicaps are added to make the mission harder. Completing side missions gives you bonuses which can offset handicaps. Travels of Navigator is like mini CC. In this stage, there will be multiple waves of enemies with changing structure of map, including bosses in some ways. The difficulty tries are basic, orientation, spectacular and ultimate. You can get buffs using limiters. It's a good mode if you have time, especially for ultimate stage. I like the concept. Icebreaker game is a 2-player co-op. You team up with another doctor to tackle a special operation together. In this mode, we have squad building constants. You need a pre-match lineup up to 30 operators divided into top pick and low pick halves. You choose top picks while low picks may be randomly assigned. Minimum you need 20 operators in your lineup to start. One of the best events aside from gambling event. There is also a mode in this event where operators can play football. Yes, you heard it right. Use your units to push or hit the ball into the opponent's goal while keeping your own goal safe. Dual channel Green Grass Village is a gambling event which is also a co-op. It can be played up to 30 players. It exists in this current patch. You bet on a team which fights themselves. It tests your knowledge on enemy strength and weaknesses. It is basically 1 PRTS versus 100 cult sheets. All of these modes do not cost any sanity, so you can retry unlimited times. Minigames are worth to play unlike other gachas, as we aren't playing just for rewards. Now let's talk about the cons which everyone is waiting for. There are only 2 which you may think is nitpicking. To get a limited operator, we either depend on operator luck when other limited operator runs, if they are rated up, or we need to do 300 pulls so that we can buy it from a limited shop. In my opinion, it should be reduced to 200 or 250, but they are reducing it to old characters which people may have forgotten their existence. The other problem is not having 240 sanity, as I don't want to log in twice per day. This game had a 180-degree phase shift by listening to players' feedback, which made the game almost perfect. Like in the recent patch, they made farming so easy, which is now similar to reverse 1999. This is the most important UOL in Arknights history, aside from claim all button. Also, we will get a PC client soon. I remember now, Arknights started with 1 GB RAM, 2 GB RAM, 1 GB RAM, 2 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 There is another con. Ad, please hire me as ad consultant. As how your star is fumbling hard. Even for Ether Gazer, once your star left Ether Gazer, Collab got highest revenue of the year. Now talking about collab. Arknights got Rainbow Siege, Whites, Dungeon Machine, Monster Hunter, etc. Some don't like chibi gameplay, and some pretend they don't like chibi model as an excuse. This can be a con for some. Anyways, the best time to become a doctor is now. A new player will start with 2 5-star selectors. For the senior operator selector with many different options, I recommend Lapland. Although Spectre is also reasonable. I favor Project Red from the 4 options on the operator voucher. I don't recommend to use senior operator training invitation letter to promote any operator to elect to unless stage requires, as you won't understand the game mechanics. If it's easy, you can borrow Wizardle if you don't have brain. I highly recommend to play on your own pace. You will get a top operator selector after 5 days. I would pick Jones as he will be your best sniper, even though he is a guard. Of the 4 options on the race 7 senior selector, I will choose Telopsis. I still use her. Thank you, Hypercraft. This game is a lifestyle, one filled with strategy, suffering with good idiom, the gameplay's depth, the fire music, and museum-worthy art. Surely it will drain your sanity, wallet, and maybe your sleep schedule. It's also one of the smartest, best crafted mobile games ever made. Would I recommend it? Absolutely. Would I warn you first? Also absolutely. I will rate it as 9.6969 out of 10. Deploy call sheet, regret nothing, and cry again at chapter 670. Like, subscribe, and tell me in the comments how many tools you have used to get both rate of characters. Stay tactical, stay stylish, and remember, trust fun is love. Thanks for watching, everyone.